Transitions in DaVinci Resolve. Super easy concept, let's get started. So there's three things when adding transitions. First, how to add the transition. Second, handlers. And third is easing in and out the transition. If you don't know any of this stuff, don't worry, I've got you covered. Let's get started. First, how to add the transition. Simply go to the top left of the screen to the effects panel, go to video transitions, and you can see there's a lot of transitions that DaVinci Resolve has already provided to get you started. So first thing, you can preview the transition before adding it. How to do it? Simply go to the center, take the slider and go to the center of the two clips that you're going to add the transition in. Then select whatever transition that you have and hover over it. So let's say we'll go with cross dissolve. I'll simply hover over it and you can see the transition on the window. Now once you have decided you have to add this transition, simply click on it and drag and drop it between the two clips and you're done. You have successfully placed the transition. Now if you play it, as you can see, the transition is there. So that was the first step, how to add it. Second is handlers. To explain this concept, let me delete this transition, take this clip up here and take this clip to the right. Now, if I add cross dissolve at the center of the first clip, and if I play it like this and pause it. Now here, as you can see, there's no visible clip on the right side of the transition, but there's something visible in the monitor. Why is it? Because there's excess footage on the right side of the transition. If I go to the media pool and I select this clip, as you can see, I've only taken this much part of the clip in the timeline, and the part on the right side, the excessive footage, is not visible, but it's there. This excess footage is known as the handle. Now you might ask me, why is knowing this concept necessary? Let me show you. Now if I delete this transition, if I bring this clip down here and I place it around here, and if I go to the effects tab and place the cross dissolve transition here, it will get placed. Why? Because there is excessive footage on the right side of this clip and on the left side of this clip. Now how to check if you have a handle or not? Simply click on this button, trim edit mode, or press T on your keyboard and just click on the footage and you'll see that there's excessive footage on the left and right side of the clip in the timeline. You can even move the footage right inside the timeline, but that's another part. So just click and check if you have the handles or not. Now, like I said, we have handles on both sides of both the clips, and that's why the place transition is working. But let's say I delete the transition and I move this clip right to the start, and there's no excessive footage on the left. So now if I try placing the transition here in the middle, it won't get placed. Why? Because there's no excessive footage on the left, so it won't get placed in the center. But if I move it to the left, I have excessive footage here now, and I place the transition here, it works. So that is the reason you need to know handles and see and check if you have handles in the timeline whenever you're adding a transition. I hope you understand this. And finally, like I said, there's the concept of easing in and out the transition. Now let's delete this transition. I'll add another one which is called push. Okay. What it does is it basically pushes the first clip outside of the screen. I'll take it and I'll add it here. Now if I play this transition, it's all cool, but what happens is it snaps at the end, right? We don't want that. We want a smoother movement. So what you have to do is simply click on the transition like this, go to the inspector tab and see this transition tab. All you have to do is go to the second last option which says ease, and here instead of none, if you have two clips and there's a transition in between them, all you have to do is just select in and out. So basically it eases in and out. Now if you play this, see, that was much smoother and it didn't snap at the end, and that's what we want. So that was ease in and out. Now let's say I have an element like this, a circle. As you can see, a glowing circle. I want this circle to enter from the left and go out from the right. What I'll do is, again, I'll take the push transition here. Now if I play it, as you can see, it comes in from the left but it snaps in the middle. We don't want that, right? Let's take this to a planar canvas. So what we'll do is, again, select the push transition in the transition tab, but here instead of in and out, we are simply going to select out, which means that it eases out. If I click on this diamond and this wave button, see, it eases out. We want that. Now if I play the clip, see, that was much smoother. It got slower when it came to the center. Again, when it exits, what we can do is just take the push transition here, select the transition, and instead of out, select in. Now if I play it, it went out smoothly. So that was ease in and out, ease in and ease out. Those were the three separate entities in the easing section: ease in, ease out, ease in and out. And finally, There are a few more parameters when you're using transitions. Let me explain a few of them. First of all, when I place this transition, it goes from left to right. I can change the direction, simply go to the preset here, instead of push left, go to push right. So it will come from here. Again, you can go with push up, it pushes it upwards. Let me play it, see? And finally, push down, it will push it downwards. So those were the 4 directions. Then you can also add a border in between the transition. Simply increase this value, and as you can see, there's a border. Now if I play it, there'll be a border. You can also change the color of it, something like this, but I won't. I'm gonna delete the border now. And finally, you can also add the coolest part, which is motion blur. Simply increase it, and now if you play it, see, that was cool, right? I'll go with left, go full screen, in and out, and now see, that was cool. But remember one thing, if you don't have a heavy specs PC, don't really go for the motion blur. It will hang your PC or crash the application while the video is rendering, or even in the preview itself. But other than that, you can play with all these parameters. Every transition has its own parameters. You can play with it, but these were the 3 main concepts that you need to remember while adding a transition: how to add it, handles, and easing in and out. So that's pretty much it for the video, guys. I hope you guys find this video useful, and if you do, make sure you like this video. It really helps the algorithm suggest this video to the needful people. Also share this video with your friends and consider subscribing to the channel. I post such DaVinci Resolve tutorials, how to tech videos, tech reviews, I stream games occasionally, and I post some knowledgeable and informative YouTube shorts. And that brings us to the end of the video, guys. Thank you for watching the video. I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.